The season of fall is such a good time to reset and engage with your hair growth journey, because not only is it a moment where things are releasing, but it's also opportunity to prep for the new season, meaning winter going to spring. Our hair growth journey is part of our life reflection, like I always say, and fall is that time where it's not too cold, not too hot, it's kind of just right, and it's always a good time to start reflecting and bringing awareness on where you want to be in on your life. Hair growth is impacted by all of these things because your hair is one of the last things to grow in your body. I say it time and time again. With all of that, with these seasons, when it starts getting a lot colder, it's a good thing to protect your ends, but same thing gets colder out in our life. It's good to protect your boundaries, your insides, your well-being. And yes, I know that now we're in that last quarter of the year, and it's always good to check in on your progress, see what's good for your hair growth and as well your life, and see if we need to reform, evolve, remove, elevate in our process. It's always good to bring awareness into your life, in your life journey and purpose, because that's how you kind of check in and see if you're going in the way direction you want, or is it time for a redirection. Your hair growth journey is going to love you for that. A lot of times, ways to measure your hair growth is by taking pictures, putting your hair up, taking it, and go through nice routines of consistency for maintenance versus always putting your hands in your hair. And that's the same thing when it does with our journey in life. It's always good to chime in and see what discipline routines were servicing us, what were things that did not service us, and how we can go ahead and make that better. It is kind of like, what's this got to do with my hair? And it has everything to do with our hair, because you are what you do over time. Not saying the work you do, but the routines, the habits, the things that you consider in your everyday life. And that is what's going to be the overall growth of your hair, or the down brittleness, breakage of your hair. We have to learn that our bodies go through a cycle, just like we have cycles maybe in certain jobs, we have cycles in school, we have cycles when you're pregnant, you have cycles when you're in relationships, you have cycles all throughout. The only constant in life is change and creator. And so what are you creating in your everyday journey that is elevating you, that is bringing you joy? You are going to see that's the highest time with your hair growth. It all has to do again with your circulatory, your nervous system, and your cardiac system, which is your blood-brain barrier for your hair growth. These are the areas, the follicles, the places where you're seeing the growth. And that consistency, those routines, those habits, how you speak to yourself, the self-care, the self-love, how you allow others to treat you, the things that you input into your body, the things you listen to, from music to gossip. Let's stop gossiping. That's one of the worst things to put in your hair. Remember, all of these things succumbs to the fact that your hair is like an antenna. It feels and senses the environment around you, and all these things that I just spoke on in a pond are literally pouring into your portals and gateways of your body. We are human. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. So all the things that we go through culminate to the overall growth of us. Remember that there are certain things such as genes where they can turn off and on depending on your stress factor, your environment, the things you eat, and all of that. That's the same thing with your hair growth. Your hair is a protein, an amino acid. At the end of the day, protein broken down is amino acid, and then it goes back. Those are the smallest compounds of a protein, and our hair is, again, keratin, which is a protein, and it's a buildup of, as well, like collagen. We have sulfide bonds, hydrogen bonds. We have many different types of bonds in our hair growth journey. All of these things contribute to if things are going to be good, and you can have disfiguration due to damage from heat products, damage from everyday traction, friction from the weather. You're not protecting your ends. All of these things culminate to the growth of your hair, and these are routines that you need to notice over the time of the year and see if you are being consistent on being not protected, but more so aware of what you need to do and seeing if you actually took the responsibility to do it. A lot of times when you're looking for the growth, if you're not taking the actions, you're just saying things that are not going to be done, which overall is not contributing your hair growth. You can have a cosmetologist do your hair, and that is beautiful, but you are to empower yourself with your hair growth as well, meaning knowing how to keep maintenance on it. You have to take care of your hair in between your appointments if you are going to a cosmetologist. You have to take care of your hair even if you put it in a protective style. You still need to wash and deep condition and moisturize, seal it with oils and butters, and all of these things matter. That's the same with our life when we're going through our goals. Dude, are you checking in? Are you doing the little parts to seal and complete the things to finish? Are you putting down your check mark list to see if that is something that you actually were gonna do, or did you just say what you were gonna do and then didn't do it? Or did you put it to the side, forgot about it? Did you let the deadlines go past? Yes, a lot of times, even when these things are going on, we have to be kind to ourselves. Let's think self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is the ability to complete things in a manner to receive and achieve the results that you deserve and are wanting. And you deserve to have the day you deserve. The day that you deserve is your highest good if that is what you are seeking. And our hair growth is really dependent on you, how you empower yourself. And a lot of people, like, it's expensive to be healthy. Actually, if you grow things, if you go to markets, meaning farmer markets that are local, if you go ahead and get beans and things versus eating meats and eating different substitutes out of white products and things like that and replace it with things, you don't even notice the change all over, because you're not supposed to do everything all at once. That's what a healthy behavior change is doing things and replacing them with better alternatives. So actuality, if you are looking to do changes, better to do things bit by bit and not all at one time, because it starts becoming overwhelming. And that's the same thing with your hair growth. You can switch products out, you can do more routines as you go, and really start enjoying the process. That's the main part of the growth journey, when you're going through all these and checking and seeing if you finished and complete, because life is a combination of the good, bad, boring, fun, all the different pieces. And when we are looking at it in that perspective, in actuality, it is a joy and something very fantastic to see, because you start evolving and becoming a better you. And when you're going through these different changes, your perceptions and situations, they start changing, and you start having a different mindset. That is indeed something called neuroplasticity, and that's what it says in the Bible. Be ye not conformed by this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And you renew your mind every day when you go into new patterns and new situations, address things in different ways that are more healthy options and better for emotional regulation and all of these good parts and pieces. And you're a masterpiece. You are made by the potter himself, meaning creator, and you are the clay. And so you can be molded and transformed into whatever you are meant to do and be. And that is part of your reflection process in the fall. The fall is a part where we release, let go, congratulate, celebrate. We have so many holidays. Some I don't partake in, but still, it's still a beautiful seasonal time for all of us, like, to just gather, have gratitude attitudes and things, and see all the beauty that you've had. And let's say there were parts that you didn't like. Yes, let's mourn those, let's grieve those, let's let those go, forgive ourselves for the things we didn't mean to do, things knowing and unknown. Talk to creator, repent, forgive, do all the things you need to do, but you don't have to be that forever, because remember about this, that it says don't look at the things behind but press forward to the prize ahead. And the prize ahead is not in the past, and we always need to remember that as we move, because at the end of the day, we are in a world where it's so fast paced and people want to convict and criticize and all, but you don't need to think about the thoughts of man, because what is man? Creator is creator, creating you, creating life. And look at this breeze just confirming, transforming into what I'm talking about. Literally, like, you're not all the things that were bad. You're all the good and beautiful, and that's what's seen by Creator. And that's why the criticism of others really does not matter. And I remind myself that daily too. Actually, it's starting to get pretty funny. And remember, a prosperous woman laughs at the days to come. And so when you're doing all of these things, it's a really beautiful situation to see where you were, where you are now, and look at the glows, look at the situations. And if you're not where you want to be, start moving towards that. It's never too late to start over. There's so many different people that are so quote unquote the role models, the celebrities, and they always tell us like there were different times, there are different age groups, and then they got to complete and accomplish different things at different ages. So remember that, even if you feel like you're too old, because sometimes I think about that, like, oh, I don't have kids, oh, I'm not in a relationship, oh, this, that. Girl, it ain't got nothing to do with you. You in your own time. Remember Sarah, Hannah, Panay, Leah, Rachel, not Panay, but y'all get what I'm saying. Hannah and Rachel, okay? But anyways, and Sarah. But all the people, Elizabeth, Mary was young, Elizabeth was old. Like, it's so much that goes in onto the process of becoming your own and who you are meant to be. And sometimes parts of those release processes isolation, sometimes it is immersion into new, seeing, embracing things that are different. Like, it depends on your individual life, your individual situations. And so at the end of the day, nobody is the same, and I need you to really remember that as you move on and see the reflection and see where your hair growth is, because your hair growth is honestly a part of your life reflection. If you're being hard on yourself, you are literally putting neural feedback into your body that is toxic, and it's not feeding your bloodstream, it's actually depleting your bloodstream. So let's start doing things that really uplift us. Talk to yourself lovingly. Don't let anyone bring you down. Nobody is your judge. The only person who can judge you is God. And you can be a hard critic on yourself, but you're not to critique. You are to love yourself like you are a little child, infant. Because remember, at the end of the day, we all are, and we've made things and do things that need to be changed. And that neuroplasticity, being open to change, being open to newness, and actually doing the parts are what's going to get you to the place of where you want to be. And with that being said, I am Tree from Tree Essentials. We are restoring our tree to grow essentially. Yes, so our hair is a tree like a plant, and we have the ability to plant seeds, inspire others, and inspire change. I am a certified wellness specialist and as well advanced natural hair consultant. Truly get you on your hair growth journey in an accelerated pace. You can go ahead, click the link in my bio, book an individual consultation, and I have a free community with a plethora of holistic hair care information to get you started on your journey. You can go ahead, join and immerse, and don't forget to have a good day and or night whenever you're watching this. I look forward to seeing you soon.